All right, guys. So, been thinking, and I can't stop tinkering with this little guy. All right, so this is what I showed you last time. That dual motor transmission mounted on the Sumo. Told you guys how I had to make it a little bit wider to fit it in there, and I kind of wasn't happy with that. I mean, this transmission works for anything else that you want to play with, but for the Sumo and micro crawlers, I guess, like the Lossy and stuff, I wasn't too happy. I mean, it looked a little bit bulky, and I don't like the way the chassis looks, this wide. So I got to thinking, and I decided, I'm not gonna use this one. So it's still in Thingiverse. You can still, you guys can still use it if you like this look better. But I personally like the thinner look of my original one. Now this is that huge cordless motor that I had on my Sumo. This is the biggest motor I've ever put on it and the strongest. But as you can see, I had to use that transmission, the original Sumo transmission with the bigger gear, pinion gear for the motor, so that it will work without stripping the bottom gear. But I don't like this, and that's why I'm gonna make a revision of that. I'm waiting for some pinion gears to come over. But that's how big that motor is inside of that chassis. It's huge. So I decided, you know what, I'll make something better. So see, it's so big it just flops over. So I went ahead and did this. Now, as you could tell, this one's balanced. That chassis is not, nose heavy or nothing like that monster. Uh, this right here has the twin motors, so it's a twin motor transmission. But I managed to make it to where one motor is facing forward and one is facing back. That way you get to use a dig function. If you have a transmitter and a receiver that you could program a dig to it, then you could do it with this. So you have one motor spinning the front and one motor spinning the back. Not only that, you guys know that I don't like keeping stock motors. So I got to looking around and I figured, we could still make these Orlando transmissions better by putting a stronger motor in there. I know I told you guys that you could find that one on eBay that is the same it's the same width as this one, but it's longer. This is what the original Orlando motor looks like compared to that other eBay motor that I use for my Sumos. It's just a baby. So I decided, you know what, I'll go with something a little bit better, and that's where this comes in. This is a coreless motor. Now this is going on the same idea that we had with the Sumo, using the servo motor, and then from that servo motor we moved to the coreless servo motor. So going down in size to the mini servos, they do have a coreless motor that is about the same width, and it has the same shaft as the tiny motor that comes with the Orlando, but as you can see, it's a bigger motor. It's not squished, it's round. So, and it's also coreless, which we've already found out that are a lot stronger than the regular motors. So I went ahead and put two coreless motors on the transmissions that I put in here. So these transmissions are stronger than what you would have with the Orlando, plus you got two of them, and then each motor is turning one axle, so individually. So you could do dig, or you could put both motors to one ESC and just run it straight and get more power, of course. What was I gonna say? Okay, these shafts, of course, they're not gonna be that long. As you can see, you could buy these with the stubby shaft on them, and these work better. Now these I'm gonna have to cut. I didn't realize that when I ordered the longer shaft, but I'll take care of that. Again, on the transmission, I give you options to put the ball lower or higher. I'll give you the same option on the bottom as well. The chassis I had to, again, redesign so that it'll fit to this transmission and give you the option to put the balls on the side. And let me see, let's make them spin. Alright, so put a little red mark on them so you can see that they're spinning individually. So if I could do this, you can see it's spinning just the back one. Okay, and then we'll go to the front one. Come on. Man, you gotta have some skills here. Alright, so that's spinning the front one. Pretty much what that proves is they're independent. Whatever. So I'll go ahead and post this on Thingiverse. I believe that this is the best option that you can go with other transmissions that I've posted. One, because they get the motor out of the way. You know, it doesn't have to get in the way of the shaft or the links. And two, because if you get the transmitter, you got the option of running a dig. So this, I think this is the best way to go. Like I said, I'll just go ahead and post this up. You guys look at it, and oh shoot, forgot to say this top piece of the transmission, because this is sandwich, you know, top and bottom. The top piece is split in half, so that you could, you know, slide it in and then bolt it to the side of the chassis, so it holds the motors in. If I didn't split it in half, it would be really hard to be able to get those motors in there. So I split it in half right down the middle. It works. You just gotta, you know, bolt it on the side, and they'll just sandwich each other from side to side. If you want to make it something permanent, of course you could just glue it, you know, down the little seam in the middle, which is what I did there. But you don't have to. I mean, it holds in place. It doesn't move around or anything. So just so you know, when you print it, just print 2 of the top pieces, because when you get the file, there's only going to be 1 in there. So just print 2, or I don't know, I might just add it in there so you guys don't have to print, you know, separately. I'll just make 2, whatever. So the file will have both of them. But anyways, hope I didn't bore you guys. Like I said, I still got to go to the storage and get the axles. Once I get those, I'll get these running and post some videos. Anyways, I believe this is the best way to go. So hope this helps you guys out. Alright, thank you for watching.